I just want to start by saying I love you from the bottom of my heart. I'm the luckiest and most privileged woman in this world to be the one you love and the one you choose to spend your rest of your life with. I can't believe in just a few hours we will stand before God, our family, and our friends to vow our love to each other. I'm about to marry my best friend, who knew a summer job to help me pay for college would lead me to my lifelong best friend. I will never forget August 25th, 2017, when I got a text that said, "Hey," from a random number I didn't have in my phone. Our first date was a few weeks later after that. I remember almost backing out last minute because I was so nervous and I didn't know how I would get through that date. We spent our first date going out to eat, driving around the back roads of Northwest Ohio, and somehow getting lost. I got to know you so much on our 3-hour drive and knew there was something special from that moment on. The butterflies grew more and more the more I spent time with you. Even though I was not looking to be in a relationship at the time, your love was so unexpected and it felt so right. Spending time with you made me realize that the little things are the most meaningful things. You motivate me to be a better person and have taught me to go with the flow and not sweat the small things. The past 5 years have not always been easy, but has been worth it, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. It's crazy to think it's only been 5 years because it feels like we've made a lifetime full of memories already. From going to Steelers games, taking me to my first rock concert, adopting Sadie, and buying a house to turn into our home. If only 5 years has brought us this much joy, I can't wait to see what a lifetime together will bring us. I love you so much, and I promise to love you every day for the rest of our lives. I promise to trust you, believe in you, and choose you through thick and thin, the ups and downs, and the good and the bad. Today, let's try to step back and savor the little moments like these, because these are truly the ones that I'll never want to forget. Kyle, here's to the start of a new chapter in our lives. I can't wait to see what God has in store. I've been dreaming of this day since I was a little girl, and I'm so glad that you're the one that God has chosen for me. I can't wait to see you at the end of the aisle.
Where do I begin, Gabi? When I first saw you, I knew I wanted to talk to you and get to know you. I was a big chicken though and didn't get around in time before you went back to school. So glad some coworkers gave me your number and told me to text you. I would have regretted that till the next summer for sure. I had my doubts that you would actually agree to go out with me and give me a chance. So glad you did, as the rest is history. Still remember our first date of getting lost, which I was totally okay with. Just wanted to be with you and talk with you. I will never forget that night and many nights after. Going to visit you in Findlay is something I will forever cherish. I fell in love with you there. From Texas Roadhouse to TJ Maxx to getting me hooked on The Office to just laying with you watching TV. Some of my favorite times of my life. Thank you for those great memories. It is crazy to think I've only known you for 5 years, as it seems I have known you for forever. My life before you was good, but I was always missing that one thing. Never realized how much better it could get. You made my life so much better, and now you are my world. Just know I will always be there for you in sickness and in health. Whatever life throws at us, I know we can get through it. God has blessed me so much, and I can't thank Him enough for you. Can't wait to spend this life in eternity with you. Thanks for responding to my "hey" text. You are my first, my last love, and I will love you for forever.
Friends, we have gathered together here in the sight of God to witness and to bless the joining together of Kyle and Gabrielle. They do this to come for Christian marriage. The covenant of marriage was established by God, who created us male and female for one another. Kyle and Gabrielle come now to give themselves to one another in this holy covenant. I ask you now, in the presence of God and these people, to declare your intention to enter into union with one another through the grace of Jesus Christ, who calls you into union with Himself as acknowledged in your baptism. In the name of God.
In the name of God.
I, Kyle.
I, Kyle.
Take you, Gabrielle.
Take you, Gabrielle.
To be my wife.
To be my wife.
To have and to hold.
To have and to hold.
From this day forward.
From this day forward.
For better, for worse.
For better, for worse.
For richer, for poorer.
For richer, for poor.
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
until we are parted by death.
until we are parted by death.
This is my solemn vow.
This is my solemn vow.
Gabrielle, in the name of God,
In the name of God,
I, Gabrielle,
I, Gabrielle,
take you, Kyle,
take you, Kyle,
to be my husband,
to be my husband,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better, for worse,
for better, for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer, for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and cherish,
until we are parted by death.
until we are parted by death.
This is my solemn vow.
This is my solemn vow.
These rings are an outward and visible sign of an inward and spiritual grace, and they signify to us the union between Christ and His church. Gabrielle,
Gabrielle,
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a sign of my vow,
as a sign of my vow,
and with all that I am
and with all that I am
and all that I have,
and all that I have,
I honor you.
I honor you.
In the name of the Father,
In the name of the Father,
and of the Son,
and of the Son,
and of the Holy Spirit.
and of the Holy Spirit.
Kyle,
Kyle,
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a sign of my vow,
as a sign of my vow,
and with all that I am
and with all that I am,
and all that I have,
and all that I have,
I honor you.
I honor you.
In the name of the Father,
In the name of the Father,
and of the Son,
and of the Son,
and of the Holy Spirit.
and of the Holy Spirit.
And now that Kyle and Gabrielle have given themselves to one another by solemn vows, with the joining of hands and the giving and the receiving of rings, I announce to you that they are husband and wife. Kyle, you may kiss your bride. Well, it's now my privilege to introduce to you for the very first time Mr. and Mrs. Kyle Ruffer.
My name is Blake Ruffer, and I'm Kyle's oldest brother. So, for now of you that do not know, a lot of us call Kyle Radio. So, as radio continued to get older and older, prior to Gabi, we all started to wonder, is he ever going to get a girlfriend, let alone move out of mom and dad's house? During one of her summers home from college, Gabi worked at Souders alongside a radio. They worked together for an entire summer, and radio did not talk to her or message her till she went back to school. Apparently he was scared she was going to reject him, which still to this day I do not know what was going through her mind when she decided to talk to him. But I will be honest with you, I was very open-minded about who this girl was, and when I finally got to meet her, I knew right away that she was the perfect girl for him. I could also see that he really liked her just by the way he acted. I almost told him within the first 3 months of them dating that radio should probably propose to her ASAP before she finally realizes what she's getting into and runs away. It has been such a perfect day for both of you. I'm extremely honored to be standing here beside both of you on your special day. So, with that, I'd like you to all raise a glass to Kyle and Gabi. Congratulations. We love you all.
Hi everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Katie. I'm a friend of Gabi's from college. I first met Gabi when we started at grad school at the University of Findlay. We started out just as friends who studied together, although somewhat distractedly, but quickly grew into inseparable best friends. I remember the first time we ever hung out outside of studying when we went to Dietz's together to get caramel apples. That day, Gabi told me about a new guy she was just starting to talk to named Kyle. A couple of months went by before I met Kyle, and he made a great first impression. He helped fix a headlight that was out of my car after I got pulled over twice for it being out. I also learned that he shares my love for beer, the office, and most of all, Gabi. As I got to know Kyle better, he continuously demonstrated kindness and patience and always put up with us, even when we texted him in the middle of the workday wondering whether or not woolly mammoths were extinct. It's impossible to articulate the unwavering support, immeasurable patience, and unconditional love that Gabi shows for others. Not many people can match these qualities, but she has found them in Kyle. I don't know how I got so lucky to have these friends in my life, but I'm really glad that I do. Please raise a glass to the new Mr. and Mrs. Ruffer.
For those of you who don't know me, my name is Hannah. I'm Gabrielle's older sister. However, had you told us 10 years ago that I would be standing up here as Gabrielle's matron of honor, we both would have laughed. You see, even though Gabrielle was a little bit of a tomboy growing up, she was definitely the more popular sister and a lot luckier in the boy department than I was. We used to joke that I would be dancing in a hog trough at her wedding because she was definitely getting married before I would. Our age gap in our younger years definitely led to some nasty arguments. Although they didn't end like normal sister fights, usually I was in a headlock or pinned to the ground. But thankfully, as we got older, we started to grow a little bit closer. You definitely continue to show how much you care for others through simple text messages and thoughtful gifts. I think I can speak for all of the girls sitting up here that it is easy to support you today because we are just hoping to return a bit of the kindness that you have shown to us. Kyle, you are a very lucky man. Today you got to marry the prettiest, funniest, most caring woman that I know. I pray that your marriage is filled with nothing but love, laughter, and a lifetime of happiness. So if everyone would please raise a glass to the new Mr. and Mrs. Ruffer. May for better or worse be far better than worse.